What's going on, my angels? So I've not been on social media for 332 days. Mad flex, yeah. By socials, I mean Snapchat and Instagram. I never really used Twitter that much, so I'm not going to include that. And I am on Facebook. So throughout this 10-month journey, I have actually tried to get off of Facebook. I went off of it for 1 month and a half, and I came back because all my family's on there, all the family back home. This was my only means of contact, my parents' Zumba and Facebook Marketplace. So to begin with, it was actually hard to get off of these platforms because everyone is on it and everyone uses it as a messenger. This was difficult more for Snapchat because yeah, you can text people, but really Snap and Instagram have just made it so easy for us just to use them as their messenger. Basically, just being without socials just makes it harder for people to contact you. I had fears of being left behind and missing out, but shortly after, I forgot I was not on social media. After 2 months, it just became my normal and I just forgot. The reminders for me that I'm not on social is when someone wanted to send me a meme or a post and they would have to copy and paste the link instead of tagging me. So before we get on to the pros and cons, why did I delete socials? I'm insecure. Of course, we're constantly told that what people put on their socials is not a true reflection. No one's gonna post their bad days. It's just curated perfection. Yes, I get that, bro. Like, we all hear it, but actually remembering that and putting it into action as you're scrolling down, seeing 18-year-olds with Ferraris, I just noticed I was just getting distracted from what the next man was doing, and that was not good for my mental. I know it's just me being emotional and letting it get to the best of me, but how I see it is that it's something I can control and remove triggers from my life to actually help me be more appreciative of my life and my journey. And it's been doing me really nicely, just not seeing the noise of people just trying to flex. I am a big offender of this. I would be curating the perfect life, main character bullshit, just so I can please people I don't really care about. If I went to the gym, you would know I went to the gym. I didn't intend to go off of it for this long. I was only meant to go for a week, but I just really had so much fun without it, without the distraction, without feeling like shit for seeing the next man's achievements. Instead of just avoiding social media, because that's what I've been doing. I want to be able to be good and remain myself, remain grateful and happy despite of next man's perfectly curated feed. But let's get to the pros and cons. Comparisons. So we just briefly spoke about it, but before we bitch and judge other people on showing out for the gram, let's have a look at ourselves first, because the reason why I'm so up in my feelings about this, the reason why I cared so much about what other people think is because I realize I am those judgmental people. I'll just get anxious for what people think about me and overall just being judged, right? Imagine, yeah, I've been off of this social media thing for 10 months and I've only just realized this about myself. Only recently. Okay, so 2 weeks ago, I was scrolling on Facebook. It wasn't my main thoughts, it was just there in the background and it was so crazy just to catch it. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. As I was scrolling, I was thinking, yo, fuck this person. Look at him thinking he's hench. Raw relationship goals, yeah. Fucking show off. I realized how judgmental I was, and these thoughts, they were just stringing along like it was nothing. In the back, it was just full of judgmental bullshit. And a few things that really took me aback in that situation is that, wow, I've been off of social media for this long and I've only just realized this. I can't even just imagine the background noise, the negative autopilot that was in my head prior to this. I like to think of myself as a person who thinks, oh, people are love, people are lovely, everyone is love, one love. And it just made me realize I did not know myself. I thought I was above these judgmental beings. To find out I am the judgmental being. So that was a big shock. And why this is a pro is just acknowledging how judgmental I am and just acknowledging that maybe it's good if I just take a chill off of social media just for a bit. I just did not realize I was just negative like that for bants. I did not realize I was negative like that just on an autopilot thing. But I'm thankful that I realized that now because I'm more equipped to catching myself in these moments of negativity and anger and hate. In a way, I'm disappointed in myself, but I'm glad I realized. My thoughts are fully my own. I feel like we don't realize how much of our opinions are skewed by memes. An example for me is that I never really watched Big Bang Theory. However, I hated it with so much passion because I saw clips of the Big Bang Theory without the laugh track. My opinions were just so swayed by the posts, by the comments saying, the show's really not that funny. And I just adopted those thoughts. Those were my opinions now. Shit. And then I watched the Big Bang Theory and it's okay. The fact that I had a strong opinion of it, I hadn't even watched it and I had just such a strong opinion of it because of socials. I know it is my fault for just being easily brainwashed like that. If something so small such as an opinion of a TV show influenced me in that way, who knows what other brainwash business has been going on, yeah? So yeah, that is a huge pro for me, realizing what are my thoughts, what my true beliefs are, and separating that from the opinions of internet people. Finally, moving in silence. I noticed that being off of social media, that my days are actually mine. Before, when I would go on a walk, when I would go on a run, when I would go to Starbucks, basically do anything, yeah. Unconsciously, I would just be thinking of how I would curate it on the timeline. Basically, just trying to portray myself as the main character. I made a video about becoming a toxic gym lad, and it's similar. Like, I can't even go to the gym without posting it on the story. I couldn't go gym for me. I had to go gym for you lot, because obviously I had to showcase to the world that I was going gym. If I was going gym after midnight, best believe you would know I was going gym after midnight. Best believe I was putting on a massive ass timestamp to let you know I am there after midnight. Just those things that just really influence how you move in life. Just for the gram. Yes, I'm sounding like Mr. Boomer. It really be influencing how you think, in effect, what you do. It is a lot harder to socialize and keep in contact with people. On the other hand, I do think it has been beneficial for me because it has really decluttered and cut out the bullshit in terms of my friends. And remember, before we're judging about other people's efforts, let's have a look at ourselves if we are making the right efforts to actually maintain these friendships regardless of social media. You are easy to be forgotten about, which could be a good or bad thing. What I mentioned earlier with moving in silence, I really just appreciate I wouldn't even say privacy, just the fact that no one needs to know I'm on my grind, I'm on my hustle bullshit. Like, let me just be. Basically with me, I've just been living like a hermit these past year. So the solitude has been really nice. A lot of self-reflection. Just being alone has been pretty fun.
Grab your things, I'm on my way.
This was a huge con for me because I had been off social media for so long. I started to think I was better than other people for being off of social media. And yeah, I know. I'm a prick. Boomer energy till I die. This can be applied to if you're doing something like NoFap or becoming vegan or even just being on a spiritual walk. You start feeling, because I am on this path, I am better than other people. No, you're not. You're not better because you're not fapping about. You're not better because you're not on social media. Like, bro, relax. Like, we get it. And I remember early on in this journey, in a way, I was proud of myself for not being on social media. I just wanted to tell everyone, but on the low key, like, oh yeah, Instagram, yeah, sorry, I don't have it. Yeah, I don't even know what that is. Subtle flexes for not being on the socials. I know, I'm cringing as well with you. Like, who cares if you're not on socials, really? I just know now that the mental benefits and the clarity it's provided me has been a blessing. Yeah, man, I really fell into the trap of just thinking I'm better than other people for not being on social media. Yeah, that is the con, just thinking I'm on a pedestal because I'm not on social media. That is just disgusting, I can't lie. But you live and you learn. I guess this is now a pro because I learned a lesson from it. Nah, I'm gonna take the L. I'm gonna take the L. Hey, yeah, roast me. I'm gonna take the L, fam. Because when you think about it, the Shakespeare, the Van Gogh of today's world, they are curating the perfect feed as we speak right now. Because in a few years, we'll all be Harvard referencing Drake's Instagram captions from 2015. In 1 month, I will be moving to a new city. Again, everyone has socials, so I'll be doing myself a disservice for limiting myself just so I can keep the title of being a non-social media wanker, you know? So, as well as that, I do want to maintain my friendships in my hometown, so these are all the reasons why I'm considering getting back. Not even considering, I will be getting it back. Use it more intentionally with a purpose. I realize my judgmental ways. I promise you, I'm learning, I swear. I'm clocking them. I'm still learning, but I'm making progress. Crazy because in the midst of this non-social media journey, I was so set on not ever having social media again, but just going at it with a controlled mindset, which is something I have learned throughout these months, is beneficial to me. Yeah, man, it was so lovely to speak to you guys. It's always great to have you here, listening to me ramble about social media. God bless you guys. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I love talking to you guys, and until next time, love.